Good morning. Hang on just a second. People versus Walter Powell Russell.
Yes.
The gentleman joining on the iPhone, what's your last name?
My last name is Powell Russell.
Well, there you go. You don't have to waive your client's presence. He just jumped on. Mr. Powell Russell, before we proceed, I'm going to ask you that you're in a courtroom, although you're participating by Zoom, put a shirt on right now.
Yes. Sorry, I just woke up. Sorry. Hello, I'm back.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
For the record, Ms. Fortier.
Good morning, Judge Deering Fortier on behalf of the people, P83359.
And Mr. Schneider on behalf of Mr. Powell Russell.
Good morning, Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit by Henry Schneider, 82476, Mr. Walter Powell Russell.
And Mr. Powell Russell is also present on the Zoom call. My understanding is that there's still some outstanding discovery in this matter. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm lacking paper and digital if it exists.
Oh, both. Oh, okay. I didn't realize. I thought it was just digital. We were looking at an adjourned PCC date of January the 13th at 9 a.m. Is that good with everybody?
Good for the people.
Mr. Schneider?
That's good for the defense. And after we review it, we can determine if the video exam is suitable. But we would appreciate the PCC
Okay.
date.
Perfect. Mr. Powell Russell, do you understand your attorney needs to get the any videos and all the paper discovery? We're going to do this again on January the 13th, and then you'll decide what's going to happen from there. Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Schneider, I'm not sure if paper is online. I would note I will not be back in the physical office until the 5th. So if it's not online, I'll get it to you on the 5th.
Understood.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, and that's another reason to adjourn it out to the 13th. All right.
Thank you.
Anything else for the record?
Nothing from the people, Judge.
Okay, you're all set. Thank you very much.
Have a good holiday.
Thank
All
you.
right, and Mr. Schneider, you're sticking around. You have Mr. Stoddard who just jumped on too.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I thought he was in custody.
Apparently he's not there because he's right there. On
Okay.
People versus Christopher Stoddard. Ms. Gillis on behalf of the people.
And Gillis on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit by Henry Schneider, 82476, for Mr. Christopher Stoddard.
And I know, Mr. Schneider, you had indicated that you hadn't spoke yet to Mr. Stoddard. Mr. Stoddard, can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. What's this discovery status on this first?
Your Honor, I do have paper discovery. I just haven't had an opportunity to review it with Mr. Stoddard. So I suppose at this point, I'll ask for an adjourned PCC date as well.
Do you want the same date, the January 13th date?
That would be perfectly suitable.
For PCC, correct?
Right, correct. January the 13th. Heather, should I make it at 9:20 again? Okay, I'm gonna do it at 9:20 on the 13th. Do you want me to do a breakout room with Mr. Stoddard with you for a minute before you go, Mr. Schneider?
Yes, please. That'd be terrific.
Okay, perfect. Mr. Stoddard, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with your attorney so that you can talk to him for a couple of minutes before you leave, and then your new date will be on the
Yes.
13th, okay?
All right, thank you. I have some questions.
Perfect. All right, well, let me get you there. All you have to do is hit join.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then I have Mr. Hordos, I thought. Yes, I do.
I'm here, Judge.
Good
Yes.
morning.
Mr. Judge.
Are you waiting?
It's
Are
the
you waiting? Yeah, are you waiting on Mr. King?
I've got 3 clients this morning. King is one of them. There's Ariana Griffin who's in custody on that carjacking. And then
Yeah, that's later this morning.
I've got Danielle Martin. I can have her join earlier. I think
That's
Miss
fine.
Miss
That's fine.
Gillis, was there an offer on the table on that one? I think we discussed a misdemeanor in 7411.
Um,
On Martin,
Martin?
you can look that up. You can get her to jump on. Are you expecting Mr. King to join?
I haven't spoken to Mr. King yet, so I don't know.
And I don't have an email, so we have to just wait for him. And that's the other case that Miss Fortier is on. And then I have Mr. Walton, Mr. Bibbs, and Mr. Barry. Mr. Walton, you're a little bit early. We're waiting on your attorney also. Okay, well, I guess we just have to wait. So
Is Miss-
everybody hang out for a few.
Jonathan, do you have Miss Martin available?
She's going to be joining in just a minute. I just texted her to come in.
The offer is use under 7411.
Okay, she'll accept that. That's what we were expecting, and I did discuss that with her.
She's too sick. And I gotta believe some of her problems are probably drug-related physical ailments. She looks like when she
Just be
talks.
careful. Apparently, you guys were still live on YouTube, so
Okay, sorry. Yeah, she's too unhealthy to go through downtown and all that.
Understood. Well, we appreciate the offer. Like I said, I think
Yeah.
she'll take that.
Hopefully it will be successful. There's a Barry on there. Are you Barry's attorney too?
No, I only have the 3 today, which
Oh, Gail Fort Williams.
Miss Martin is joining us now. Did you need a breakout room with her first, or are we good to go?
no, Judge, we discussed this on the phone. Miss Martin, the offer from the people is use of a controlled substance under 7411, as we discussed.
Okay.
People versus Danielle Martin. Is that my understanding is that there's an offer on the table, Miss Gillis, for a deferred sentence for how long?
I would ask 12 months. I don't care about the terms or conditions, just can't pick up any new criminal cases.
Got it.
And the court can
So
set
an under advisement for a year under 7411. Amended to use. What was the use? Use of what?
heroin.
Heroin. Is that your understanding, Miss Martin?
Yes.
And do you understand by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice of rights form, that you're not going to have a trial, you're going to plead guilty to this added
Yes.
count? And is it true that you were using heroin in October of 2016?
No.
Mr. Hordos,
Judge, if I could have a breakout room.
I asked you ahead of time.
I'm sorry, I should have
No, that's
anticipated.
okay. That's okay. Let's see. I'm going to assign you to breakout room number 2. Miss Martin, all
Yes.
you're going to do is hit join, and then you could talk to your attorney.
Okay. Judge, is Mr. Schneider back yet?
No, he's not. He's still in the breakout room with his client.
Okay. Because after reviewing that file, it's from 2019. I doubt there's going to be any digital discovery.
Okay.
Jane, did Jonathan say he has Cummings too?
I don't remember. No, Cummings is Richard Glanda.
Okay.
All right, we're back. Sorry about that.
Okay, can I pick up where I left off?
Yes, Judge. Sorry,
Yes.
my client was confused. We sorted
No,
that
that's
out.
fine. I assume. And so is it true, Ms. Martin, that in October 24 or October 14th, excuse me, of 2016, that you were using heroin?
Yes.
I'll accept the plea. Mr. Hordos, talk to me about your client.
Yes, Judge. Miss Martin, my understanding is she has no prior criminal history. This is ultimately a very, very old incident, as you can see from the date on the report. The prosecutors, obviously, and I are both interested in Miss Martin continuing to do well, and I think that the 12-month term of probation will do well under 7411, and there's no reason that this should saddle her with trouble going forward.
I'll assess $500 in costs and no other conditions. What's the status, Miss Martin? What are you doing now? Are you working? Are you in school? What does your life look like?
I'm actually in the hiring process now at Kroger. So
Okay. So obviously as part of the hiring process, they're probably drug testing you.
yeah.
Are you trying to go full time with them?
I'm doing part-time because I still have to deal with my kids for virtual school throughout the week. So,
Okay. And how old are your kids?
6, 1, and I have another child who's 5.
Okay. Okay. I'll assess the $500 in costs and no other conditions. Do you need time to pay that, Miss Martin?
Yes, I do.
Can I give you a $50 a month payment plan?
That's fine.
I need your cell phone number.
313-736-6199.
And an email.
Danielle, G as in girl, B as in boy, no spaces, 94 at iCloud.com.
Danielle GB94 at iCloud.
.com.
Yep, got it. All right, we'll send you the payment plan, make the payments, don't get in trouble, and we'll pull your record at the end of the year and it'll be dismissed, okay? Okay,
Okay, thank you so much.
you're all set. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Good luck, Miss Martin. Call me if
Thank
you have any
you.
questions.
Okay.
And Mr. Hordos, you're waiting on Mr. King.
Yep. And then for the jail on Griffin when we get her.
Yeah, that you'll have to call back at 11 probably on Griffin, because unless you want to hang out with us all morning. Probably not.
I got nowhere else to be except for 36, but I'll do that on the phone.
All right. Well, we'll wait on, I'm just waiting on attorneys on multiple cases and on Mr. King. So, all right, hang out. Mr. Hordos, do you have a phone number for Mr. King? Because if he's a no-show, it's a bench warrant. Do you want me to give you a phone number to try to call him?
Let me see what I've got. Hang on. I've got a number ending in 3327. Is that the one that the court
It
has?
is, correct.
All right, let me give that a ring and see if I can get a hold of him.
Mr. Barry, we have your attorney joining us.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Your client was super early this morning, so.
Morning.
People versus Safaris Berry. On behalf of the people, Miss Gillis.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
And Gail Fort
Sorry
Williams.
about that.
Oh,
And
Gail-
what's the, oh, go ahead, Miss Williams, sorry.
Gail Fort Williams, P35963 on behalf of Mr. Berry.
And what's the status of this case?
Your Honor, we're just asking for either an exam date, even though we're gonna waive. The gun board has not met for a couple of weeks, I'm told, and so nothing has been done right now.
My understanding is, Miss Gillis, aren't they asking that the gun cases stay here until they meet, or are we doing bindovers? What are we doing?
Yeah,
You know what? Here's the problem. They give us no information.
Yeah, I worry. Miss Williams, can I set it for another PCC into January?
that's fine.
I would suggest the end of, as far as I know, they're asking that they stay here until they're approved, then they waive and go downtown. Now this, you got to make sure that they're not like HIDA eligible, because otherwise they're going to tell you to do that. You have Barry.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he's
Well, I
Just-
would write the letter.
just turned 24.
Well, the thing is there's that in-between stage, like 21 to 25 with prosecutor's permission.
Okay.
I would just write the letter and I would set this out to the end of January for a PCC.
okay.
You
that's-
know, they have us sending our files down, approve it, and then send them back out, and things are getting lost. I don't know. And the rules.
I'm
are
gonna
changing.
set it January PCC on January the 27th.
Okay.
Heather, should I set it for like 9:20?
Well, I have a 10 o'clock with Judge Tellen, so that'll be rather, we'll be rather quick.
Oh, yeah, it'll be quick.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what, you'll be in and out.
Okay,
Oh, she said 9 o'clock is okay. Let's just do it at 9.
okay,
All right. So Mr. Barry, although it's not with me, I think that'll be with Judge Oakley's. They'll send out another notice, but that's Judge Oakley, I'm pretty sure.
okay,
All right.
okay. Thank you so much,
All right,
Judge.
Mr. Barry, you're all set for today. Thank you.
Have a
Thank
good,
you.
one. Thank you.
Yep, you too.
Oh, shoot.
I just got off the phone with Mr. King's mother, if the court's available.
Mr. King is your next case?
Yes, he is not going to be with us. Or at least I'm not expecting him to be. I just talked to his mom. Apparently, he doesn't have a phone.
Oh, this is the DV case, though.
Yeah, it's not. I
Oh,
don't.
that's not mine.
But client's got some issues.
Well,
Fine,
the
I'm
only
listening.
thing I can do, Miss Florian, are you there?
I'm here,
Fortier.
Judge.
I'm mixing your first name and your last name. That's good.
I'm
On
here.
Timothy King, what I'm gonna do, actually, I do a half hour. When I could do Mr. Horowitz's, I mean, today I'm gonna issue a bench warrant for him, and then when you find him, we'll lift it and reset it.
Well, Judge, if the court's going to issue a bench warrant, like I said, I just talked to his mother. She's going to try to make contact with him. The way that this works is that her son doesn't have a phone. He's got some cognitive issues from the sounds of it, and so basically he has to check in with her once a day, and that sometimes happens from, like a neighbor's phone. So she's calling the neighbors right now to try to get
Oh,
him.
I'll wait. You can hang out. I don't care. I just do it by the end of my docket.
Okay, I'll see what I can do this morning.
Okay, all right. So I guess you are hanging out with us, see?
That's all right. You can't get rid of me.
Yeah, that's okay. All right, let me know. Oh, and Mr. Hordos, I don't even care if you get a hold of his mother or whatever, if he participates by phone, I'm okay with that.
Understood.
It doesn't have to be by Zoom. Okay,
I'll see what I can do.
thanks. Good morning, Mr. Tuttles. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Happy holidays, Your Honor. You okay today?
Happy holidays to you too. People versus Toriano Bibbs. We have Mr. Bibbs on. He was early this morning. Miss Gillis, on behalf of the people.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
Oh, geez, this is another gun case.
Yes,
Sorry.
And the gun board hasn't met, Mr. Tuttles.
that is accurate, Your Honor.
With the
And-
last case, we set over to the end of January because we have suspicions that it might be a minute. So is January 27th for this one? Miss Gillis, is that your recommendation?
Yeah, same thing, same date.
January the 27th, Mr. Tuttles.
Yes, I'll make that work, Your Honor.
What time, Heather? Should I do it? Or 9:10, 9:20, something like that?
Yes, we do. Well, let's do that. 9:10 or 9:20.
Okay, anytime is good. Let's do it at 9:20.
Okay.
Mr. Bibbs, your attorney, I'll explain that to you, but they're still waiting on the gun board to meet. So, and Mr. Tuttles, I'm pretty sure that that's Judge Oakley's date, so you'll be in his Zoom on that date. They'll send you another notice.
Okay, I appreciate that.
All right, perfect. Well, Merry Christmas, have a happy holiday, and
Can I talk to Mr.
what?
Tuttles real quick in the breakout room?
You can, hang on one second. And then you're all set, Mr. Bibbs.
Okay,
Thank you.
Mr. Bibbs, we'll be in touch, okay, with my office. You will be in touch with my office, okay? But that's
Okay.
your next court date as we understand it right now. Okay?
All right, thank you.
You're
Great,
welcome.
go ahead and hit join. Good morning, Mr.
Thank you.
Callahan.
Good morning.
I have that you're on Howell Pompolino.
Correct.
Are you asking her to join early?
If I can.
Yeah,
she
you
should-
can. It's set at 10:10, but if she joins early, we'll do it.
Okay, she should be in.
She's not here yet,
Okay.
but I will keep on the lookout for her.
Judge, I'm expecting another warrant to come through. I tried calling the clerk's office to see if that warrant's been authorized yet.
On this case, I mean, on this defendant?
That's right. She was arrested on another OUIL, which hasn't been charged yet.
Heather, do you have her name in the system again? Howell, it's the Howell Pompolino.
Pompliano, yeah.
Pompliano. She's looking. Nothing yet. We don't have anything. So it would go through the prosecutor's office into warrants, I imagine, if it's another felony.
Yeah.
So are you thinking of adjourning this to have them catch up with each other?
That's what I've been trying to do.
Well, let me get Miss Gillis back and then, and get your client on. So hang out for a
Okay.
minute until we grab her.
Will do, Judge. Thank you.
You can leave now, Tuttles. I think you don't have another case, right?
No, I don't. I was trying to get the thing on so I can turn it off. Bye-bye.
Aye.
Mr. Callahan is on here. Ms. Gillis, is there any way you can, not from your office, he says that his client, which is set at 1010, Ms. Howell Pompliano, that she has other charges that are coming down the pipe, same type, drunk driving, probably another third or whatever, that she recently arrested for. We don't have anything in our system. Do you know what department, Mr. Callahan?
Huron Township, Judge.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it would be this court.
Yeah, and
So-
we
Yes.
don't have anything in our system. This is Huron Township too.
This took over 6-7 months for them to get the warrant request. It was a
So-
long time.
The only way to get that, if there is a warrant sitting in our piles, which I should take a picture and show you guys, you'd be floored, but is if the trooper or the Huron officer calls and asks Javier to push it up. I mean, I'll try sending him an email, but
I don't
I'm
know
not on
who do you know who the officer was?
I
me-
do not.
is this
It-
case a Huron Township officer or MSP?
This one's Huron.
This
Oh,
one-
wait a second. Wait. It's Huron Township.
It's Huron Township, yes.
But I don't, yeah, if we,
90% sure the one that we're waiting on is Huron Township as well.
well, your client's on now. So
Yeah, I see her.
People versus Diana Howell Pompliano. On behalf of the people, Ms. Gillis.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
Good
And
morning,
Mr.
Your Honor. Evan Callahan, P30564, on behalf of the defendant Diana Howell Pompliano, who appears and consents to be heard by means of Zoom today.
And Ms. Howell Pompliano, can you hear us okay? Maybe not.
There she is.
Okay, good.
Okay, I'm connected.
Okay, now you can hear us. I just called your case. And can you hear us now? Okay,
Yes, I can hear you just fine.
perfectly. Can you tell me, Ms. Howell, do you know what police department your recent incident was with? Was it Huron Township again?
Yes, you're on Township.
Okay, so apparently Mr. Callahan or Ms. Gillis, somebody's got to reach out to Huron, figure out who over there can get this through so that if we're gonna try to join these up.
Mhm.
And so are we gonna adjourn this PCC waiting on, and that's what Judge Oakley wrote actually a month ago. December
Yeah.
2nd, he wrote waiting on another complaint to be issued.
Well, I would appreciate it if we could wait.
I wish I knew the officer in charge because I don't have any luck with Javier, but if the officer in charge calls down, then he gets all frazzled.
Hang on
and
a second.
looks for it. Does she know the date? Evan?
What was the date, Diana? I can't remember.
August 3rd, 2020.
What was the date? What was the date? June the 3rd?
No.
August 3rd.
August 3rd? Okay, I'm on the phone with Huron right now. Hang on.
Okay.
Do you know what you do once you get both cases, Evan, and look at them?
I'm not sure yet, Jane. I've looked at the first one pretty closely, and
Did you get the videos on that?
yes, I got videos.
Oh my God, they said they were like huge.
They are.
You know, Gary's the only one that can make any decisions before going downtown on these, and I doubt he would, but
I'm not going to even go there.
yeah,
I'm not going to even go there.
okay. How you doing?
Good. How about you?
Good, good. Everybody's healthy in my house, thank God.
That's the way to keep it too.
Yeah, we're hunkered down.
Yeah, we're the same way.
My daughter's coming over with her boyfriend tonight. They had to take tests before coming and then quarantine until then.
I'm
Swear to God.
going to meet my daughter and her husband tomorrow late in the afternoon at a park somewhere between here and Toledo. And we're going to exchange gifts via the car. And if it's not snowing, we'll eat dinner on a picnic table outside.
That's basically it.
That's what it's got to be. You know, I look much better in person than I do on this Zoom. So
Your camera's up above you. I see the top of your head more than your face. Should look
there we
up.
go.
I want to put mine up. I think I look better from that. You should buy a I have a Lenovo computer I bought before the pandemic, knowing that I'd
All
have
right,
to.
so I just talked to one of the detectives at Huron. I'm sending him her name and the date of offense, the August 3rd. They're going to call down to warrants. They're gonna figure out whose case it is. He's gonna figure out whose case it is, call down to warrants, have it pulled, and hopefully have the charges, looked at and issued. So if we put this out a couple of weeks at least to get it caught up. And I told him to let me know so that we can tag the file when the charges are authorized, so that we can maybe put this all together.
That would be great, Judge.
And I can hopefully we can set it for an arraignment / PCC on the new charges. And then along with this, I think that we should go out to, it doesn't matter, either the 13th or the 20th.
Can we do the 20th?
Yes. So I'll adjourn it to January the 20th at 9:20, Mr. Callahan.
That'll be good.
Do you understand, Ms. Howell?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right. And then I will have Heather let you know if that hooks up all together. We'll send you an email, Mr. Callahan, but we should be able to set everything on that date. Hopefully that gives it enough time to process. Okay.
Fantastic, Judge. Thank you very much for accommodating us.
Perfectly. Yep, no problem. All right, have a great holiday. Thank you very much.
Same to you, and stay safe, please.
You
Everybody,
too.
goodbye.
You too. Ms. Quick, on Ms. Turnage, we're waiting on, I think Mr. Black is here. Mr. Black is here, so we can do that case. People versus Keenan Black.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. On behalf of the people, Ms.
Gillis,
Gillis.
on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Neighborhood Defender Service by Cheryl Quick on behalf of Keenan Black.
And what's the status of this case?
It's here for PCC this morning.
No, I know that. I knew that. I meant, it was adjourned because of discovery issues. Where are we at with discovery?
We just received it yesterday afternoon. And so my expectation is likely to set it for an in-person exam, but I've not had the opportunity to go over the paper discovery, and I still don't have any digital. So I don't know if we need to get an order for digital discovery.
Ms. Gillis? You're all set, Ms. Howell. You can go.
I always recommend getting a separate order to present to the police department. I will look to see if there's discovery. Is this Bettendorf? Yeah.
It is.
Okay, so I'll look to see, but it's always try to both angles. You know, one will be quicker than the other. I don't know.
I'm not, until it's with the situation the way it is right now, I'm not comfortable writing set for a live exam until we have everything in place. So I want to adjourn it. We can do, I don't know, with the holidays, do you need more than 2 weeks, Ms. Gillis? I don't, the 6th, the 13th, the 20th, pick a date.
Probably the 13th. But Ms. Quick, did you look through the discovery yet? Did it mention there's a video?
I have not had a chance to look through the discovery.
Because it wouldn't be a police officer video. It would just be it would be a Burger King
Burger King video. Well,
Yeah.
I'll adjourn it to the 13th at 9:30.
And I will submit then a discovery order for the court.
Okay, yep, and we'll take care of that then. All right, Mr. Black, do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Then you're all set today. Have a nice holiday.
Thank you. You as well, Your Honor.
Mr. Black, I'll be in touch with you. Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Quick.
You're welcome.
And then we're waiting on attorneys and defendants. So hang out.
Ms.
Your Honor, if I
Oh,
could,
go
I'd be
ahead.
ready to proceed on Williams and Turnage if the court would be willing to waive their presence.
Have you had contact with both of them?
Yes.
Okay. At People versus Ashley Turnage. On behalf of the
Jane
people,
Gillis. Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
is this another gun case?
Yes. Good morning, Your Honor. Cheryl Quick from Neighborhood Defender Service on behalf of
Actually,
Ms.
Williams, on Giorgio Williams, are they both gun board cases?
Miss Williams is certainly, and we have submitted a letter of request for diversion on her case. On Mr. Williams, there was a discovery issue. I still had not received it, but I did receive it late yesterday along with the Black discovery, and I have not had a chance to review it. I think it probably will be a gun board case as well.
Okay.
So we're
Sorry.
looking at January 27th for the adjourned gun board cases. Because they have not met. I can
Yes.
put them both at 9:30 on the 27th.
That works for us.
I talked to Ms. Quick quickly in a breakout room.
Yeah. Is that the date we're gonna do?
That's fine
It's
with
fine
us.
for us, Your Honor.
Okay, the 27th, I'm gonna put them both at 9:30. Is that okay, Heather? Okay.
Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Green. Mr. Krapko, what case are you on?
Morning, Your Honor. Sean Patterson. I'm scheduled for today.
I didn't flip my page. I see you now. Are you expecting Mr. Patterson?
I am indeed. I think the notice said 10:20, so I told him to join
It
at
did say
10.
10:20. Perfect. All
He
right.
should be joining soon.
All right. And then, Miss Quick, you're still on here. Do you have another case? Or you
Yes,
don't?
we had set Andre Duran Escamilla for.
And you know
this-
what? We set it at 11:30, but he's out of custody. Can you get a hold of him?
He has been deported.
Oh, that's you know what? Is that the one that we had set? Hang on, let me pull that. Is that the
Set
one?
It
for
was
that-
exam.
originally set for the 21st for a
Oh,
Zoom exam.
she just set it today because of this was the one that was set that he was deported, and she set it for today. So what is, yeah, what is this a dismissal, Ms. Gillis? Are you
I asked my
serious?
supervisors and they were like, set a capias, these people come back, blah, blah, blah. So, we'll revisit it in a few years. We'll see where he's at. I'm sorry. I knew you were going to ask me to do that. I wanted to too, but they said no.
Well, and Ms. Quick,
And I don't have any paperwork actually saying that he's deported. That would be probably, that's what everybody's saying, but nobody has verified that.
I think we got that directly from ICE.
Yeah.
Heather. Yep. I mean, we got it directly from the feds that he was deported.
Okay.
I mean, I guess,
No, I got we got an email saying that he was. I would like paperwork from the feds.
yeah,
but
good for it. We're not jumping over you're not going to dismiss it anyway. So why should we jump through hoops to get you anything? Ms. Quick, obviously, apparently the prosecutor's office is going to require that we bench warrant this file. So
at
Your
least
Honor,
for a
just for
while.
the record, I'm gonna obviously object to the capias. Mr. Duran Escamilla is not here because of any action that he took in terms of not being available. I'd also question whether or not the prosecution would have been able to go forward with the Zoom exam at any rate, if they've even had contact with the complaining witness. So, I have some doubt as to whether or not this case would have been able to move forward, even if Mr. Duran Escamilla would have been present. So
I
I
don't
guess
know
that would
that
be
that gives me a legal leg to stand on to dismiss it. If Ms. Quick, if you give me some legal basis to stand on to dismiss this case, I would gladly take it.
understood, Your Honor.
So in the meantime, I'll issue the bench warrant with the understanding, Ms. Quick, if you come up with something, show it to me and I'll pull the file, remove the bench warrant and entertain a motion to dismiss at any time. I mean, I agree with you. This isn't a capital case, although it involves a shovel, but anyway. But I am convinced that he was deported. We heard directly from ICE, and so I have no reason to doubt the federal government. Well, on this issue. Fair enough. All right, Ms. Quick, if you come up with anything, let me know. In the meantime, I'll issue the bench warrant with a low cash bond. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll get to work on that.
All right, you're all set. Thank you, Ms. Quick. Have a great,
Have a good holiday.
You're all done now. Perfect. All right,
that
now,
covers me.
Your Honor?
Yes.
It's my understanding that Mr. Patterson's waiting in the waiting room to be admitted.
I just admitted him.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. People versus Sean Patterson.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jeffrey Krapko on behalf of Mr. Sean Patterson, who is present via Zoom today.
And what's the this set for PCC today? What's the status? What's going on with this case?
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes, it is. I've spoken with my client, Mr. Patterson, about his options. He's wishes to waive the preliminary examination and have the matter bound over to the circuit court for further proceedings.
Well, what I'm going to do, Mr. Krabko, for 1 second, although because my imaginary friend that's Heather Mortsfield, she just emailed the indication from ICE from the jail that he had been deported, Ms. Gillis, just for your knowledge.
I'll bring it back to my,
that apparently Mr. Patterson has never been arraigned. So first, you waive the formal reading. I'm gonna
Yes,
for
I will
purposes
waive
of arraignment.
formal reading. Mr. Patterson will stand mute, and I'd ask that a plea of not guilty be entered on his behalf.
And then we're going to do a bind over on this case. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And Mr. Patterson, you understand that by agreeing to the bind over that you're going to waive your right to have testimony taken whereby the prosecution would have to prove probable cause that a crime was committed and probable cause to believe that you were involved in the commission of that crime.
Yes, Your Honor.
The defendant and his attorney having signed the waiver, I'll bind the defendant over the arraignment on the information, having signed the waiver by having consented to the waiver by Zoom. I apologize. I'll bind the defendant over the arraignment on the information will take place 2 weeks from today, January the 6th at 9 a.m. And there wasn't a bond. I'll just make it a $10,000 personal bond since I did the arraignment just now. Make it a $10,000 personal bond and set it over for an arraignment on the information. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Perfect. Have a great day. Happy holidays.
Yes, happy holidays to you too.
And Mr. Chambers, on Mr. Green, I have Mr. Green on the Zoom. Is this a gun board case?
Yes, very potentially, Your Honor. And for that reason, may I have a breakout room?
I can put you in a breakout room with Ms. Gillis. I will tell you that the gun board hasn't met recently, and we're adjourning most of these gun board cases to January 27th.
Okay.
At 9:30 in the morning. That's probably what we do with this, but I can put you in a breakout room with Ms. Gillis.
Well, I was actually asking one with Mr. Green, but
I can do that.
What your suggestion is probably the route that I think we're going to go, or what I'm going to suggest.
Okay. Do you still want a breakout room?
Yes, please.
Okay. Hang on just a second. Mr. Green, all you're going to have to do is hit join, okay?
Sure.
Go ahead and hit join and you can have a private conversation with your attorney. Mr. Kearney, good morning.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
I'm good. You're on both Walton and Wilson, right? And
That's
I have Mr. Walton and it looks like
Miss Wilson's in here as well.
Miss Wilson also. Okay. On People versus
Wait.
on People versus Deontay Walton, right? Can I call them together or does it? No, they're different cases. Yeah, I want to put them together for some reason. I did that
It's the
last time. I
hyphenated
apologize.
last names that will start with W.
Yeah, exactly. And you're on both of them, so you
Right.
confuse me. On People versus Deontay Walton Wright, because Mr. Walton Wright has been waiting for a while. What's the status of this case?
So Judge Blaze Kearney from the Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit, P83960. Mr. Walton Wright is charged with resisting and obstructing the police. I've had a chance to review the paper discovery that was provided by the prosecution. We're still awaiting digital discovery. To be real frank with the court, it surprises me this case was charged. This arises out of a traffic stop where the driver of the vehicle did not have insurance and had a suspended license. Mr. Walton Wright was the passenger. The state police demanded his ID.
It was Romulus Police, not.
Sorry, Romulus Police. My apologies. I saw MSP in the investigator's report. But they demanded his ID. As the court's aware, there's no stop and identify law in Michigan.
Correct.
And he said, I'm not giving you my ID. And he's like, I'm staying in the passenger seat. They ordered him out of the vehicle. He said, I'm not going anywhere. Then they grabbed him and they got into a scuffle, and now he's charged with R&O. I think that there's going to be my request would be that the digital discovery be provided just to verify the facts that are in the investigator's report. But even as written, I don't think they're going to be able to clear the probable cause threshold at the preliminary examination. So I would be, go ahead.
Go ahead.
My request would be that if the prosecution would like to look into this to see if this is the kind of case that they think is worth it to go forward on, so we don't have to put this yet another case in the giant pile of to be tried for preliminary exam. Certainly.
Ms. Gillis, comments?
I'm texting Kelly Froggatt right now. I did text her before on this meeting. You know, I mean, to me, probably going to have to put it in the pile. I mean, I probably could get her to offer attempt, but it doesn't sound like you'd want something like that.
No, I think it's going to be.
Well, under the circumstance, Mr. Kearney, any chance that I could get you to do a Zoom exam on this?
It depends what the body worn camera shows. If there's a discrepancy between the investigator's report and the body worn camera, so I'd have to be able to review that. But I would be happy to do a Zoom exam if everything seems to check out and we're just there to essentially argue the legal.
Well,
question.
how long until you can get that body? How many weeks do you need with the holidays? Ms. Gillis?
Sorry. 3 weeks. I mean, I've already talked to her about it and I just sent her a text uploaded to evidence.com,
Okay.
but I would suggest he's presented a discovery order to Romulus too. Just go both avenues and see what ends up being quicker. But let's set this out to just right after the holidays.
I'll
the
do it.
13th.
Well, you said the 13th.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll adjourn it to the 13th. That is going to be the new judge, Judge Martin, 9:30. Heather, is that okay? And then you can raise it with her, but I suggest, maybe doing it as a Zoom if that's, if that 9:40, she's saying.
And is that Judge Lisa Martin?
It is.
Okay, I just want to make sure our system has everyone in it needs to have.
Yep, it is. So it'll be 9:40 on that day, okay? So you're
Understood.
all set, Mr. Walton Wright, all right? And your attorney will be in touch with you, okay? And have a happy holiday.
What the day is?
It's gonna be January the 13th at 9:40. It's not gonna be with me, so it'll be a different Zoom number, but it'll still be like this, okay?
Okay.
And they'll send you a notice, and Mr. Kearney will be in touch with you.
All right. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, thank you. Have a great holiday.
You
Ms.
too.
Danetta Wilson, Ops. Ms. Gillis, on behalf of the people.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
Blaze Kearney from the Neighborhood Defender Service of Detroit, P83960 on behalf of Ms. Wilson Epps.
And this was set for PCC set out for discovery. What's the status of this?
Judge, this is a 2018 case relating to a traffic stop. We had wanted to see if there was any dash camera. I don't know if there was body camera at this time employed by Romulus, but if there was dash cam to go over what the constitutionality of the stop was. Miss Wilson Epps also has remained open, given her lack of criminal history, to resolving this case in a way that would eventually allow her to get her record clean. Since this has happened, she's a single mother. She's had a hard time during the pandemic, but she hasn't gotten any kind of trouble in the intervening 2 years. So to the extent the prosecution can see their way to giving, we would be happy to resolve this case out in Romulus.
Why don't we can just put it over a week or two, and do you want to?
Why don't we leave it with me and put it on the 6th and see if if you can resolve it within the next 2 weeks?
Mr. Kearney, do you have my number?
Could you put it in the chat?
Heather, what time on the 6th? $10:20.
10:20.
For exam, right? Or PCC?
No, a PCC. Adjourn PCC on the 6th at 10:20.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Do you understand, Miss Wilson Epps? be back in front of me in 2 weeks at 10:20. Hopefully we'll be able to resolve it on that day.
Oh, yes, ma'am, I do. What
Okay.
day?
It's gonna be January the 6th at 10:20, so literally 2 weeks from today.
Alrighty, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a nice holiday.
You as well, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I had.
And then, yep, thanks, Mr. Kearney. Have a great holiday. Mr. Chambers with Mr. Green,
Yes, Your Honor.
you had your breakout.
Yes, Your Honor. If we could go with the court's suggestion, if we could put this over until late January, I think that'd be good. I don't believe I need to speak with Ms. Gillis, although I would wish her a happy holidays.
Thanks. That's for Mr. Green.
It is. That's
127.
that January 27th date. What time, Heather? 10 o'clock.
Thank you, and that is a PCC, right, Judge?
It's still a PCC. Yeah, it's a gun. And I made a notation waiting on gun board.
Thank you much. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Have a great holiday.
You too.
Oh,
All right, Mr. Green, you're all set. Detective, what cases are you on?
Yeah, good morning, Judge. Just
Oh, we already did it on Sean Patterson.
yes, sorry I arrived late.
Oh, no,
Okay.
no, that's okay. I'm
I
pulling
need to
it.
talk to Detective Mays, though. Can I talk to him real quick?
Yes. We actually, but it was a bind over, Detective.
Okay, great. Thanks, Judge.
Okay, but I'm gonna
Appreciate
put you in a breakout room with Miss Gillis.
that. Perfect. Thank you.
Hang on. All right, you're all set. Go ahead and hit join. Good morning, Miss Farkas.
Good morning, Judge.
You have,
Upon Lewis L.
oh yeah, that's right. All right, as soon as your client's on, we'll do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna text him right now.
Okay, perfect, thanks.
And Judge, I apologize.
Are you